Coming into my senior year, I had a lot to prove. Even while on varsity last year, I hadn't solidified myself as a certified starter. I had talked to coaches, sure, but had no real offers on the table besides walk-ons and JUCO. Going into my first game, I was nervous knowing how important it was to set the tone for my senior year and my potential collegiate football career. This is a story of Charles Robinson. Most people call me Robinson, but you can call me either or. For now. While thinking about my college choices, I had to be realistic, so Texas State was on my radar. As a failsafe, I also looked into staying in-state in the MAC conference with Ball State. But I couldn't help but dream big and look into the team and conference that I always wanted to play for, and that was Michigan State in the Big Ten. So I put them on the list. Hey, a kid can dream. My team was carrying. I did just enough to stay a starter. I was doing okay, but I lacked the confidence to be the best back that I could be. Of course, we were winning. Our team was really good, but I felt like anybody could be in my position and it would make a difference. I did make a bit of a play on my own in the second quarter of the first game where I caught a pass for about 7 yards. I felt like I made this play happen. We were blowing out teams, to be frank, but we have been one of the best teams in the state for years. I got a couple looks finally, but the team was making me look better than I performed. I did what needed to be done, but if I just strive for that, there's no way I was going to succeed at the college level. Game 3, we were set to face an undefeated Granger. I start off with a great 70-yard return showing my ability in a massive way. Something was in the air tonight. I could feel it. I couldn't explain it. It just felt different. And that 70-yard return to start off the game really solidified that. And for once, I had a bit of optimism. We were winning pretty convincingly, but what was even more of a personal win is my individual play. Coach had started implementing me into the offense more, and I began to gain an identity of who I really was as a back. I started making people miss, and it became harder for people to tackle me in the open field. And then it happened. Coach thought of a brilliant way to take advantage of my speed and lightning-like agility, the Wildcat. The first time I run it, I take it 38 yards to the house for a tutty. I mean, it's as soon as I started to understand that I'm really quick and start to figure out how to utilize my abilities, Coach did the same. After years of being on this team, I actually felt like a weapon. I ended up getting my first ever play of the game and player of the game as well. With a bunch of TDs, bro, it's lit. We go home with a win against an undefeated team, 52-7, and I finally become a 2-star recruit. Apparently, I had found what I needed to take it to the next level at the halfback position. In our 4th game against Jeffersonville High, I started to see the field in ways that I'd never seen it before. I was seriously like an artist who had just received a brand new canvas. We pretty much ran away with the game against the Bulls, and I was making plays all over the field. My elusiveness was clearly becoming a problem for opposing coaches. It wasn't just me becoming more confident, as the Hogs up front got a big push through the 1st and 2nd level, and I used my speed to go untouched here all the way into the end zone. We won the game convincingly. I ended up being player of the game with 4 tutties. As we beat them 52-0, I knew that I had found it. I found the vision and confidence to be successful. This momentum and new life I found on the field carried all the way into the rest of the season as well as into the playoffs, and I had become the absolute focus of the offense. I had really found myself on the field and started learning how to take advantage of my lightning speed and agility. Word around state was that it was horrible trying to tackle me, almost as if I bathed in oil and swam in grease before every game. I'm not entirely sure where it originated, but the nickname Slick started within the locker room and around the state, and ironically it stuck. From then on, I'd be known as Slick Robinson. All of a sudden, I look around and a 5'8", 185-pound running back with no offers had taken not only the state, but the region by storm. I even ended the game with 9 total tutties. We ended up winning the state championship, but to be honest, it was expected of us. I said my goodbyes to Coach and thanked him for all of the attention he gave me this year. He told me he always knew I was going to be great and wished me luck at the college level. With all the particulars done, I had a huge decision to make. I had somehow managed to become a 4-star recruit by the end of the year, and I had a number of schools willing to take a chance on me and offer me a scholarship. This decision is really challenging. Because of my skill set, it wouldn't be a bad choice to go to a school with an air raid, fast-paced type scheme, but I also have a chance to go to a school that will help me develop into a premier RB1 that I know I can be. This is not easy, so my question to you is, where do you think I should go? Where would I have the best chance to succeed? I'll be making my decision soon.